Hi, my name is ZUBAIDAH binti NIZAR. I am the moderator for this anti-vaccine forum.
My name is NURUL I am BINTI FAUZI. I am first panel as an anti-vaccine activist.
Hi everyone, my name is KRISHNAN. I am a second panel as a parent from Penang.
My name is SYAFIKAH ABDULLAH. I am third panel as the pediatrician from SIVALETCHUMY Hospital.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Thank you for allocating your time on forum at UMK Jeli. We are here to listen for a few opinions on vaccination. So basically, most of us have heard with this anti-vaccine movement who had been taken part as one of the raised attention issues in our country lately. For your information, vaccination is one of the top achievements in health researchers in 20th century. The first idea of vaccine has been introduced by one of the most famous scientists in medical history and soon named as father of immunology, who is Edward Jenner. He is the pioneer of the smallpox vaccine, the world's first vaccines. So today I would like to introduce our panels for today's forum. On my left is Ms. Izzah from anti-vaccination group, who is an established of the website, which is known as a voice for choice. Beside her, we have SIVALETCHUMY KRISHNAN, a mother to 2 children, and next to her is a pediatrician from St. Mary's Hospital, who is Dr. SYAFIKAH. They'll be sharing their opinion about the vaccination. So, Ms. Izzah, why do you think that vaccination is not good for immunization? Can you explain it?
Okay, thank you to the moderator. I'm as an organizer of the Voice for Choice. This group often have a strong presence on social media and develop this website. Based on my reading, vaccine contain harmful substance. This preservative is troublesome, containing mercury called anti-mercury. This mercury has nothing to do with the effect of the toxic methyl mercury on the nervous system. The thermometer used in the vaccine for the past 80 years exists in very little quantity. Other than that, gelatin and lactose-sorbitol are examples of stabilizer. Okay. The vaccine was added with children to increase the body immune system that respond to the vaccine. The often used adjuvants are aluminium salt, known as ALU. The intake of aluminium from the vaccine is lower than the daily intake of foods or drugs such as antacids. Redness and swelling in the injection sites are usually associated with a vaccine containing aluminium compared to the vaccine that do not contain aluminium.
So, sorry for interrupting. I often heard that most of the issues of the vaccination is due to the use of substance that unsure in some of the regions.
Yes, it is true. Because some of the vaccine may contain ingredients like DNA, which is forbidden in Islam. Even though Malaysia's highest Islamic body, JAKI, says vaccine with non-halal components are allowed when alternatives are available. Still, some parents remain convinced. Controversy over vaccine have occurred not just among Muslim communities, but also among Western elite for different reasons and claims. In Western countries, vaccination has been widely associated with autism. This belief is largely based on story and testimony that are not scientifically examined. The religious argument used by non-medical professional group on the harm of vaccine could be the reason why some parents rejected vaccination for their children.
So thank you, Mrs. A. That was a great idea about the substance that contained in the vaccines and its effect. So, Madam SIVALETCHUMY, what do you think about vaccination? Is it would cause any harm such as autism in children or other diseases?
Thank you to the moderator. I'm SIVALETCHUMY KRISHNAN, a parent to an autism child, and I am from Penang. Well, from my experience and based on reading, vaccination does not cause autism or other diseases such as measles, mumps, and rubella, which is also known as MMR. Here, based on epidemiologic proof, invalidating any joints between extreme introvertedness and immunization conjointly on the signs of formative neurobiology of extreme introvertedness and how it starts prenatally.
So you have some educational background with the vaccine, Madam Siva. So, how about your opinion that say autism is caused by vaccine, since your daughter is an autistic, right?
I'll tell profoundly individual story, almost being a mother to Maya, my 10 years old daughter with both extreme introvertedness and noteworthy mental inabilities. We didn't promptly take note Maya's relapse. I had fair given birth to Sarah and was exceptionally distracted with the infant. We rejected Maya's compounding behavior as attention-seeking toys. Inside another year, she got to be increasingly wild and extraordinary. My maternal instinctual told me something was exceptionally off base with Maya, and my inquiry on children's behavior driven to the doubt of extreme introvertedness. I at last found a formative pediatrician, and she was surfing my doubt and analyzed Maya with direct extreme introvertedness. Another child therapist and a clinical moreover concur, her sister Sarah relapsed after a rotavirus ailment at the age of 1 year and 10 months. She began appearing numerous extremely introverted behaviors such as awful feats, mood swings, climbing, and so on. Sarah got to be exceptionally hyper. She would shout and yell all day long. Sarah's relapse was exceptionally quick compared to Maya, but at that point, we were recognizable with extreme introvertedness, signs and indications. At the site biomedical specialist, we worked exceptionally difficult to avoid her from creating extreme introvertedness completely. She was never formally analyzed with extreme introvertedness. Continuously, she made strides and is not at the hazard of extreme introvertedness. Both my daughters had ordinary age appropriate important until they relapsed. Based on my reading, new research published in the Annals of Internal proof that there is no association between the measles, mumps, rubella, antibiotic and extreme introvertedness indeed in children. The other chance component for the condition, they hypothesized the interface between the MMR immunization acknowledgement nearly 2 decades after the questionable and afterwards withdrawal and paper from 1998 Indeed, in spite of the facts that observational considered to as have not been able to distinguish an expanded hazard for extreme introvertedness after taking MMR immunization.
Thank you, Madam SIVALETCHUMY, for the information about MMR and autism cases. But I would like to clear my doubt about vaccination, whether it is good for our immunity or not. Because the first panel was explained that vaccination is not good for our immunization, while the second panel explained that vaccination does not cause any disease. So here, I want Dr. SYAFIKAH to give some explanation on these cases.
Okay, thank you to the moderator for your information. Kedah is one of the states with the most vaccine rejection cases. Parents are putting their children at risk by refusing vaccination for their young one. Moreover, Kedah reported that 139 cases of vaccine rejection last year compared to 123 cases in 2017, which is the rate of vaccine rejection increase. This happened because of doubts on the status of the vaccine, whether halal or non-halal, and doubt about the quality of the vaccine being not safe and not legal. Then another reason is the family influence homeopathic vaccine and worry about the side effect of the vaccine. Moreover, the statistic of measles, mumps, and rubella (MMR) vaccination have dropped to 89%, lower than the 95% required for herd immunity. So we can say that we have no problem with the necessary vaccination from birth to 3 months. The only problem we have is the MMR vaccination, where 89% of babies were vaccinated in 2018. And then next, 7% of children in Johor did not receive vaccinations. For your information, 5 children in Johor have tested positive for diphtheria after coming into contact with 2-year-old toddler, believed to have died from the disease last week. This is happened due to refusal of parents to vaccinate their children. Diphtheria is a highly contagious disease with symptoms including fever, swollen tonsil, and gray or white itch in the throat. The disease can lead to organ failure as well as blood, heart infection, and resulting in death. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), no vaccine is 100% effective, and not all those vaccinated develop immunity. But vaccination can significantly lower the risk of getting infected. Till now, there is no accurate research vaccination which is cause disease or fatal in an infant.
Sorry, doctor, I have another doubt on how many diseases actually are prevented by vaccines.
Okay, diseases that used to be common in this country and around the world, including polio, measles, diphtheria, pertussis, rubella, mumps, tetanus, rotavirus, and Haemophilus influenza type B, can now be prevented by vaccination.
So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we are at the end of this forum. Thank you, Dr. SYAFIKAH. It was a great information about the vaccines. So, every parent should have full responsibility towards their children regarding all the vaccinations program that they might take it or refuse. So, I hope with all these different perspectives that come from all the respectful panels here, we as a Malaysian citizen will make a wise decision for our children in the future. As you have been heard, these issues not only have been debated in Malaysia, it is also being as worldwide concerns. So we encourage everyone to keep doing more research and expand their knowledge by going through all the perspective and reading sources about these issues before making a solid decision for your family. That's all. Thank you.